Hello everyone, this is Ian Colling, Head Teacher. Welcome to our Information for Parents video for 2021. I'm going to cover these key areas in the course of this presentation, and then your child's head of year will then give you some details about the year ahead. Whilst the pandemic is far from over, this term does see the resumption of normal school practices. As you'll know from emails sent last term, the staggered breaks will continue at Magdalen, but everybody will now start school at 8:45 and finish at 3:10 each day. You'll see on the school's website the exact timings of the school day and what time lessons are and the year group break times. This is on the general section of the website under Key Information, School Day. Please do look at other areas of the school website, which we work very hard to keep up to date, so that you can see all the information that you need. Our intention is to provide an exceptional education for all of our students. Our vision sets this out in more detail, and it's divided into these key areas. You can find this under the general section of our school website. We wrote the vision following our Ofsted inspection, which took place in February of 2020, just before the first lockdown. And we've considered very carefully all the areas of the school's practices that we want to develop further to drive towards that exceptional education for all. What you'll find in that document is that we are now in year 2 of our vision implementation, and we're working hard during this year to continue the excellent work that was begun in the last academic year. Please take the time to read that and you will see the various different aspects of the work that we're developing. Right at the centre of our work is our curriculum, and this includes not just the subject curriculum but the wider development of our students, which includes all of their personal development, the pastoral care, personal social health education, careers advice and guidance, relationship, sex and health education, and also includes the educational visits and the extracurricular provision. Work will be done this year to re-establish some of that wider curriculum, much of which was put on hold because of restrictions caused by the pandemic. We aim to ensure that teaching continues to drive forward in practice and that the personal development and leadership underpin what we do in the school to ensure that all students are well supported and that the school is well led. Developing our staff is clearly pivotal to make sure that everybody who is new to the school understands their role in the school and the direction the school is travelling, but also that existing staff continue to develop their practices. Over the course of this summer, significant changes have taken place in our facilities. We're absolutely delighted that we've managed to open our new building, which is part of Wadham's and so is using that same name. It's where our music department is housed and where you'll also find lessons in history and also PCSHE. It's a fantastic new building and I hope that parents will have the opportunity to see that at some point during this year when you come in for parents' evenings or other evening events. The other areas that we've been working on are to develop our food technology rooms, and that work will continue this term. And we've also got repair work going on our roofs to replace many of the roofing areas to make sure that we have fewer leaks and that the building is fit for purpose as we enter the winter months. We're really grateful to our staff and the contractors for the hard work that they've been doing, and I hope that you will see significant changes and improvements in the premises as we go forward in the next few months. As I've mentioned, COVID is still present in our communities. We therefore need to adopt a proportionate approach to keeping ourselves safe. So my request to everybody is to undertake their own personal responsibility to undertake lateral flow tests to make sure that if you identify as having COVID, that you keep yourself in isolation. There is no longer a requirement for anybody to isolate who is living in the household of someone with COVID, and that includes anybody under the age of 18 or any adult who has had both jabs. In school, we will continue to ventilate the building periodically and to make sure that that is happening on a regular basis throughout the school day, and also to encourage everybody to adopt good hand hygiene. The wearing of masks is no longer a requirement. If people wish to wear masks to school, then they are welcome to do so, but it is not an expectation. We recognise that the effects of the pandemic have been very varied for different people, and some people may feel safer wearing a mask, or they may feel that they are at risk if they don't. That's their personal choice, and we respect that. But please be aware of the fact we will not be requiring everybody to wear masks unless our risk assessment suggests that the levels of the pandemic are too high and we need to take additional actions. We will, of course, pay heed to the government guidance as and when that changes as we go through this term and into the future. Our aim is to make sure we keep in regular contact with parents, as we have done over the last couple of years. We know that good communication is really effective, and it's important that everybody feels that they know what's going on in the school and they know where to get information that they need. Please use our website as the starting point for any questions that you may have. You may well find the answers on there. If that doesn't give you the answer that you need, then you will want to contact school, and here are some of the key people that you may wish to speak to find out specific information. In relation to pastoral support, your child's PSA is the starting point, the pastoral support assistant. Our colleagues in the pastoral team are not teachers, and therefore they're more likely to be able to speak to you on the telephone during the working day. Form tutors and leaders of learning are teachers, and so they will be teaching throughout most of the day. But if you can't get the information you need from the PSA, then they may well be the place to go as the next port of call. If you have subject-specific questions, please talk to subject teachers or to heads of relevant faculties, and the contact details of all of those people you will find again on the website. Members of the senior team are listed here with their key responsibilities, and again, contact details you'll see on the website. Please, to help us deal with your inquiry, try to contact the right person for the right sort of question, and in particular, try to avoid sending an email to lots of different staff, because that makes it much more difficult for us to manage in school. If you're unhappy with the response that you get when you speak to a member of staff and you haven't got the answer you need or the right solution, please do escalate and do speak to a member of the senior team. And if that still doesn't give you what you need, then please contact me as the head teacher. It's usually simple to find the information that you need, or to have something you're unhappy about resolved by talking to the key people that work closely with your child in the first instance. But I do know that sometimes people feel that they wish to share that more at a more senior level, and therefore you're invited to contact senior staff should that be necessary.
Welcome to Year 10. Year 10, the second year of the GCSE courses, and only 18 months away from completing schemes of work ready for the GCSE exams in the summer of 2023, which is not that far away. This year, the students will be building on the knowledge met last year, which means they will need to be resilient and be able to persevere to understand the new material. It is important to ask questions if there is a problem fully understanding a topic or concept. PSCHE, Personal, Social, Citizenship, Health, Education, is now on the timetable, one lesson a fortnight. Homework is important in developing the students as independent learners and to become more organised. Homework details will be in the planner and on Go for Schools. Teachers will arrange with their groups which day homework is set and when the deadline is. The library is open from 8 AM and is available after school Monday to Thursday until 4 PM. Homework Club runs Tuesday to Thursday until 4:20 and is based on inclusion. If you have any subject-specific questions, the teachers' email addresses can be found on the school website. We are pleased that extracurricular activities are starting up again, and it would be great to see a lot of Year 10 taking part in those. In the Year 10 Pastoral Team, we have welcomed 2 new form tutors. Ms Jones continues to be the pastoral assistant for the year group. During tutor time this year, we will be checking planners, uniform. Our current concerns are black jeans, jewellery and nails. There will be a random equipment check too. A reminder that mobile phones can only be used at break in the designated area, for which this year for Year 10 is outside Dashwood. Being 10 minutes late or more during the week will result in an after-school detention. Last year, we were pleased so many students completed their bronze Magdalen diploma. This year, we will be helping students to complete their bronze and start the work towards achieving the silver. Manners and kindness continues to be a priority for the school, with an extra emphasis this year on honesty. Last year, we were worried about a negative culture within the year group, with respect as to how some students spoke to each other and how some students were treating others in the year group. We will be using tutor time to continue to make the students more aware as to what is expected with their behaviour towards each other. Exams. We have praised the students for their behaviour during the recent exams. They were on time, mostly fully equipped, and their behaviour in the exam rooms was good. The results will be coming home in the profile in October. These exams were practice exams. It was the first time they had experience of being in a hall with other students, but also seeing the format of the paper and having a time limit. With extra experience, this process will become easier and students will become less anxious. In Year 11, there are 2 sets of mocks, the first at the start of December and the second before Easter. There will be another set of exams at the end of Year 10. In tutor time, we will be introducing the students to different revision techniques for them to see what works for them, and helping them to start a bank of revision resources that can be adapted and used over the next 18 months. There has been some changes to the detention system. Subject staff and form tutors can give up to 5 detentions, which can be a show and go detention. These detentions will be short due to the length of our breaks. Any further detentions will then be issued as part of the sanction ladder. On the sanction ladder, a student has 12 30-minute detentions, which will either be called a head of faculty or a leader of learning detention. These detentions will take place on a Tuesday, Wednesday or Thursday. Once used up, there are 8 one-hour detentions, known as whole school detentions, available, and once they've been used up, there are 5 one-hour heads detentions. Before we then move on to channelling. For any after-school detention, you will be sent an email 48 hours beforehand. The sanction ladder can be found on page 9 of the planner. The majority of the students last year didn't start the sanction ladder, and we hope that will be the case this year. We will continue to use our reports and other strategies to help the students improve if there are issues. If we have any concerns, we will contact you, and if you have any worries, please don't hesitate to contact either your charge subject teacher or form tutor or another member of the pastoral team. We do appreciate that students do become anxious for a number of reasons, and we are here to support them. We will continue to praise and reward the students for doing well. The key dates for Year 10. You will receive 3 profiles. The first will be in October and will include the exam results from September. The other 2 will also include academic tracking. Parents' evening is due to be held on the 10th of March, And works experience, which will last 1 week, will start on the 11th of July. Mr. Horner is due this term to come and give an assembly to introduce works experience. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for all your support last year. We are looking forward to working with you and your child to make Year 10 a success. Thank you.